You talked about identity and inclusive consciousness. So I want to know, let's say like you talked about the sensory body and feeling that everyone is part of you kind of thing. So where does the role of action comes in? So if I do something, do I identify myself with what I did? And let's say if I feel that you are or everyone is part of like me or the whole cosmos and you do something, is it you doing something, cosmos doing something, me doing something? Where does the action comes in picture?
See, this is the beauty of our existence. In this existence, in this cosmos, we are not even a speck of dust, that small we are. But still, creation has given us an individuality, an individual nature, that we can experience these things. But countless number of people who lived on this planet before you and me came, where are they? They're all topsoil. They've become part of the earth, isn't it? So, if you get it from me today, you can transform your life, that really everything is a part of you and you are a part of everything, not as a thought, but experientially. If you can experience everything around you as you experience the 5, 10 fingers of your hands, then you will see life becomes tremendously beautiful. Otherwise, anyway, one day you'll get it from the maggots, but it'll be a bit too late lesson, but everybody will get it one day, isn't it? Hello? When people bury us, we're going to get the point that we are part of the earth. Right now, if we get it, we can live sensibly. So, this must come from an experience. If you come from a thought, again you're thinking, how is inclusiveness and individuality existing at the same time? That is the beauty of this existence. It is the filth which has become the flower, isn't it? Yes or no? It is the filth which has become the flower. If in your mind filth is different, flower is different, but in existence filth and flower are same. They're not different, just different ways of existing. For your nose, filth doesn't feel good. But if you were a pig, you would like the filth. Nothing wrong with that, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing or no? Hello? It's the same thing, isn't it? It is just that in our mind, with our intellect, we are breaking everything. This breaking is only a psychological reality. This is not existentially true. See, we started a huge movement called Project Green Hands, I think something little bit was there in this. This happened like this. When I saw that entire southern India was turning into desert very rapidly, rivers were drying up, groundwater went from like 150 feet to almost 1500 feet, and palm trees, the crowns were falling off. We thought we must do something. Then I did this to them. One day I called, I went to a small village and called for people. About 5,000 people turned up. So I made them, it's around 11 o'clock in the morning. The weather is not like this in southern India. It's hot summer sun. I made them sit there. Close by, there were about 5 rain trees, 3 of them really large ones. You seen rain trees? Some of them can be as large as an acre, its shade. So 3 of them are really large ones, 2 of them were medium-sized ones. Very attractive, I would love to be under those trees, but I made them sit here in hot sun. And I went on talking, stretching the talk, telling them stories, telling them jokes. They were all very enthusiastic in the beginning, slowly. If you're walking around, you won't feel the sun. If you just sit under the sun, it just really gets you. About 1.25, 1.5 hours, they were really going away, they were thinking, what's wrong with this Sadhguru? He's just frying us in the sun. Then I said, come, and I took them under the tree. Everybody suddenly you know what is a tree. Otherwise you were thinking how to make furniture out of this. Now suddenly you know what's a tree. I made them sit down there and breathe. It's a certain spiritual process that I set up a process for them where I told them, what you exhale, trees are inhaling. What they exhale, you are inhaling. Once they experienced it, now you can't stop them from planting trees. They planted over 28 million trees. and you can't stop them. They change the entire culture. But when, this happened to me about 9–10 years ago, I went back to Mysore city, which I had not gone and done any work there, I had never spoken there, I avoided this because my family lives there. I wanted to be anonymous in that town, not recognized. But because of Google and stuff, I got recognized everywhere. So when I went there, they insisted I must do something, I called for a program. All kinds of people turned up. My kindergarten school friends, teachers, my college teachers, school teachers, everybody. When I spoke and all this happened, then my English teacher came up to me from school and she said, "Now I understand why you wouldn't let me teach Robert Frost." I said, "Ma'am, why would I not let you teach Frost? I like Frost." I have some poetry in his own voice. I said, "I like Frost, why would I not let you teach? Don't you remember you didn't let me teach Frost?" Then I remembered, one day she came up and we were always studying English poems and English literature. Suddenly she introduced this American poet and said, "This Robert Frost is a great guy," and she started off the poem. "Woods are lovely, dark and deep." I said, "Stop." I said, "A man who calls a tree a wood, I'm not going to have anything to do with this guy." She said, "No, no, Robert Frost is a great… I don't care who the hell he is. He calls tree a wood. I'm not going to listen to that guy." I didn't let her teach. We chose Longfellow instead of Frost because I didn't let her teach Frost that year. So, I'm saying if you call a tree a wood, it's a commodity. This water, this earth that you walk upon, the people that you see, these are not commodities, this is life, isn't it? The air that you breathe, the water that you drink, the soil that you walk upon, the trees that you sit under, everything else in this world is life and life-making material for you. If you forget this, you will treat it as commodity. If you experience this, that this is actually what is making your life, then you will see the most fantastic thing about this universe is everything is one, but everything is separate at the same time. That's what gives us an experience. That's why I can sit here and talk to you, otherwise how to talk to you?